Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Saturday morning, September 3rd, 2022. It's about 78 degrees. It's 7:18. Holy cow! It's like 7:18 in the morning. Yeah, no, it's a little bit humid. 78 degrees. It is very, very comfortable and pleasant. Walk around. I kind of test the waters. I try to throw my trash out early in the morning, so whether I know it's going to be a little bit more cooler in the morning and then progressively and intensively hot later in the afternoon, then I'll just probably take a light long sleeve cotton shirt or something. But it's nice and it's going to really be hot. As of lately, for the last few days, they've been doing, a lot of the news stations have been doing spots over here, or remotes from the Rose Bowl, because it's notorious, you know, and if you've caught my other videos, especially when I was on the scooter, going to and from work, that it is a favorite hangout place, you know. You can pretty much any time of the day or night, you know, even during the wee hours, it's patrolled. Police and I think the ranger, not so much as the ranger, but the police does park over there sometimes, and they cruise regularly, something like that, because they know people, insomniacs, or people that just like to walk their pets and stuff like that. It's pleasant, it's quiet, and it's serene, especially at night. But you always have to take a bit of an air of caution with you, especially nowadays. Things always are unpredictable and unexpected. Uncertain, I suppose. Yesterday I had a meeting at work. Well, not from work, but at work. I had already contacted and set up an appointment for my housing coordinator to meet me. And since I work kind of funky schedules, pretty much consumes, you know, during the whole day and everything. It's hard to get things done on a business day when you're working, you know. So of course you folks know that, but and for the ones that aren't back in the swing of things yet, it's a little more hairy now. But the thing is that this is a new rep, and now he's told me, as I have been told by previous coordinators or reps or whatever, this makes number 9 in total that I've had, I think. 8 or 9. I think Dion's had more than I have, actually, by a couple. Nonetheless, more than expected. He says that Union Station is expecting me to stay there for another entire year in transitional. So that'll make what, 5 years now? You know, it's just that everything's been such a blur. Hold on, my bus is coming. He's all upside down. You see him? I know it's not a very clear picture, but it's kind of hard. He's all upside down. That's funny. Well, and one of the other things is I go, you know, he goes, well, would you be willing to do that, to say that? I go, I don't care. I really don't care. You know, it's nice. It's comfortable. And then I looked up at him as I'm looking at my hands, twiddling my fingers. I looked up at him up until the point where she came in. Then things were no longer pleasant. And as soon as rent was fully being taken over and we didn't have to take our part and it was all being subsidized, then she just went to town, moved everyone in. At one point, I think I had counted maybe 9. Dion had counted closer into the low teens at one point, and there was a bucket load of people here. And they were stealing. I told them, you know, I said they were stealing. You know, I'd go in the morning and look for my eggs. They're gone. So I'd have to go to Vallarta to go get food before I went to work. And then I'd come home from work and it's gone. So then I'd go to the store again, go buy more food, make it in my room, put it back out in the fridge, and in the morning it was gone all over again. During that latter part after April, I told him I dropped about $6,000-7,000, honestly, and mostly in food, because it was then I had to start to resort to frozen foods, and it was still getting stolen. You know, I was so tired and exhausted from not sleeping and working in La Cañada and then walking and the whole pandemic, and you know, we were all experiencing stress at work from the general public. That's not to mention the stress and everything, and the fatigue that, you know, that not only I, but Leon was experiencing too because of her, and her ranting and ravings and drug and alcohol and everything. You know, and she's just such a racist. It wouldn't be so bad. I told him, I don't care if she drank, I don't care if anybody does anything in that house. They can shoot up, you know, or whatever, as long as you respect someone else's privacy and whatever they have. You know, respect your housemates. And I kind of started to tell him, I go, kind of how you respect your family, but after experiencing how she is with her family, I see how she is with the general public and everybody else around. She seems like a pleasant lady, you know, what I've dropped the notes by. Yeah, of course. And I play, well, you know, she says you're the one that's calling her a lot of racist names. And that's exactly why, my friends, so many of you have asked, why, Charlie, are you even recording this or putting it up on the internet or on your channel? Her ranting and ravings and all the stolen bicycles. Because I had also said that this was eventually going to turn around and something, she was going to say something. It was going to turn into a he said, she said case. So now it hasn't gone there officially. And I said, no. I go, I have videos I've documented. I've got so many other hours, dozens and dozens of hours on my hard drive that I haven't even yet to put up on my channel, because the editing was just taking a toll on me emotionally and mentally. It was just draining. I was already exhausted as it was. Well, you know, and I even showed him some of the text. Well, you know, still, you know, you should have told the land. I go, well, I did. We both have. We've been texting. It's non-responses back from her. So this is my frustration, is that, so now whenever people donate money to Union Station Homeless Services, you know, it's basically just help subsidizing our, they're not looking, they're not helping us, they're just giving up, you know. And I've looked, it's tough, but and then the stipulation of the vouchers are so weird out here in the San Gabriel compared to Los Angeles, even though like part of the other cities south of us are part of LA County. San Gabriel area is kind of bizarre in its own place. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that it's just Union Station Services that's not cooperating with us. And I told them, I go, look, my other housemate and I, Dion and I, feel like we've seen and we know people that have already gotten housed and everything, and the effect that's being taken, and some are just going straight into their own apartments because I don't think they're doing anything over here at the shelter any longer. Still because of the whole COVID situation, I believe. So people are going straight into their own apartments. But we're over here. I go, it'd be so much better even if it was, we just had regular meetings and stuff like that, but we only had about 3 or 4 in the beginning, and then the lockdown, and that was it. Pretty messed up, right? It is really wide open and fast moving this morning. That's going to Santa Monica west. Coming from headed east. So when it came time, I'm over here at Casey's Ranch on my way to go in. So, you know, we took the paperwork and sign it and stuff like that. He says, okay, well, so with, you know, the really fucked up part about it is that no one, not even Union Station nor my rep, has been able to contact the landlord. So he says, okay, upon approval, we still have to find out if Kim is willing to extend it. You guys didn't check with the landlord first to find, you still haven't been able to get a hold of the landlord. Henceforth, it just started clicking one after another, you know, like rapid moving, falling pieces from a Tetris game. And I'm like, oh shit, no wonder you don't have any notes. No wonder you don't have anything that's handed down from you. Every other previous 8 or 9 other reps have all said the same. Well, you know, no one told me. I have no notes other than that you've been here since blah 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 blah. Sorry for the sun. And I'm like, see, this is, again, I'm not being a hypocrite. Again, as wonderfully and humbly grateful I am for being off the streets. This is why I never really got involved with Union Station as far as employment-wise, or seeking out another employment position with a nonprofit, especially in the homeless, any kind of social service, whatever, because I know damn well what goes on, what the general public sees and hears, and what they're told. They just quietly go on with their lives. Like as of lately, I don't know if you folks have been exposed. It's the Jewish, Ukrainian, older people that need help over there, and it's like $10 a month. You can give them food and staples and stuff, and then the one young lady's giving her a box of matzah bread. And I'm like, you guys are, you know, that's great and all, but still, even during the lockdown, other nations, and we were seeing all this, and our people need help. Okay, they're being funded, but there's no housing, and you guys are planning still, the Democrats are still planning on doing all this for the homeless. They've yet to do anything because of also company greed. You know, these construction companies see a government bid for public housing, and they just jack up their price. I'm sure that any of you folks out there that are in construction or involved in construction in any shape, way, or form, whether it's residential or commercial, you know exactly how it is. You know, there's a lot of companies out there and independent, you know, places that just when they see a government bid, they jack it up. Just like NASA, you know, but they're the opposite. They go for the lowest bid. It's so weird. So that's why it costs about an average of $30,000 to build a unit, a room with a bed, a sink, and a toilet, and a shower. That's it, just a mini studio. It's a lot of money. There used to be several homes in my grandparents' time. You know, this is take 2 of this video because after I left, I was hot and I did another video, and it just, I edited it and moved it to my ready upload file, and I just, it was, I'm not ashamed to say it, it was horrible. It was just, you know, it was just 2 hours after work, and after having 3 hours after work, or after having my meeting over here at work, and it just started fuming and hitting me and kicking me in the back of my spine, you know, the last half hour, and I'm like, this is crap, you know. And like me, like an idiot, because I don't dwell on it, even though I know a lot of folks were saying in the past, oh, Charlie, you just think about it. I forgot again that this was a, you know, the holiday, so I wasn't expecting anything, you know. I was, okay, whatever. And then when I got home yesterday, there's her Ricky's and his girlfriend's car, and I'm like, oh, and everything again started clicking like Tetris pieces, and I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be an extended long weekend. And yeah, they were hooping it up. Her 2 sons are there. There was another person plus Ricky's girlfriend. So she got her $830 a month. They all got their EBT and GR and whatever money and stuff like that. So all her money goes for alcohol. The food comes from the kids' EBTs, and she supplies a party and alcohol and all this, and the place to stay, and the means how to and where to. A 62-year-old mother / grandmother. Prideful, isn't it? Oh, all right, that's it. Done. You folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but ourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, hold down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on right now. Another year in transitional housing. Another year of this view. But Charlie, it's fantastic. Nah, I've had it with this shit. I have had it with Pasadena. I've had it with that house. I'm 56 years old. I want my own place. I don't need to be sharing the residence with the occupying the residence with a 62-year-old racist old black woman, crackhead, drunk. Does all that with her kids. Wasn't brought up that. Have a safe holiday and be nice, especially on the road. Love you all. Keep cool.